I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Happy Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday already. 4th day of September already. We must make the most of each day.
Well said.
Because they get away from us really quickly.
Carpe diem.
Carp?
Yeah, carp. Carpe diem. Right? Seize the day.
Seize the day. I thought you were talking about carp for fishing.
No, but you know what? There is one thing since you bring up carp, there is one thing that I've always wanted to try. And that is, I've seen people, they take the bow and arrow.
Oh, yeah.
And they walk around, the shoreline and try to snag a carp. I've always thought that would be really cool.
I think it's sometimes quite a tussle once you spear them or get the arrow in because they're fighters. How do we get off on that?
I have no idea. You were talking about taking control of every day, and
yes.
I said carpe diem, and it went from there.
But it is carp?
Carpe.
Carpe diem.
Carpe. Yeah, carpe diem. Seize the day.
Seize the day. Spear of carp.
Yes.
Have fun.
Seize the day and spear a carp. Maybe we can work that into our chicken patty on a bun song.
Oh, that'd be a great line in that song. Yeah. I did a whole, way too long piece on carp on the breakfast show, and I could see your eyes glazing over a couple of years ago.
I do. Yes, I do remember that. Yes.
So I determined then that maybe the audience's eyes were glazing over as well. But I went ahead and finished it. I shortened it up a little bit. I had some other things highlighted, but I still...
You had a lot of interesting facts about the carp.
Well, it's more than just... It's about our social structure and growth. Mm-hmm. Because you might remember at the time, carp was something that only rich people got to eat.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
And then the dummies brought them over here, and now my wife won't speak to me, but I wished everybody went out and speared a carp today and got rid of them all.
Ah.
I mean, you could have one in a pond, all the colored ones that, that's kind of one of the things that they started with carp is they had big ponds that was, Never, don't get me started on that again.
Sorry.
We got to get off carp.
Yeah. It all started with Brent saying carpe diem. And the next thing you know, here we go.
Which was a spinoff of Chris Lager's Ministers of the New Feel Good Farm song, which made us happy about being alive today. And then we had to bring ourselves down with carp. Oh. But I do like that for a country song. Put that in that country song.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So do we still need to lean on the writing of the country song for our retirement? Because I don't think I won the lottery. Did you win the lottery?
No one did.
No one won the lottery.
No.
Oh, boy.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
There's a few things you can do to enhance your chances.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I can't wait to hear these.
Yeah.
Like how do you enhance your chances at winning the lottery? I'll be interested to hear that.
A few simple things.
Okay.
Also, I stopped by to see Stan at the Whiskey Barrel yesterday evening. Mm-hmm. And he gave me a hard time because I didn't want to break up a 20, and I thought I had enough to not break up the 20. And fortunately, there was nobody behind me. And he's going, geez, Bernie, come on. Give me the 20. And then because I needed a little change, I would have made it if I would have had, some like 13 cents or 23 cents.
Yeah.
And, like a lot of people, I have a little change in a little place in the car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so okay. So you're ready to check. I'm just trying to visualize this. So you're ready to check out.
Yeah.
They give you the total.
Yeah.
And it's got so many cents that you have to pay.
23 cents,
and 23 cents. And so you go, hold on a minute, let me go to my car and see if I can find some change?
Well, I was going to, but then
Oh.
Stan told me about a story about one of the customers who had a line of people behind him, or her, I don't know which, and tried to go out and get the change from the car, and Stan put a stop to that right away. So I assumed I would probably be taking a good lashing from Stan if I would have went out and got the 23 cents out of the
Okay.
car. So I went ahead and broke up the 20.
Okay. Gotcha.
But-
But you were headed you were thinking of going to the car to
Well,
find
when
find
he
the
brought
change.
it up, I thought, I have so much loose pennies and dimes and stuff in there that when it's starting to fall out of the little thing, and
Oh yeah, I know.
so it would be great to get rid of 23 cents
Mm-hmm.
and not break up the 20. But the look I got was wouldn't have been a good idea. And then I got about halfway home, and I thought I should have bought a lotto ticket.
Yeah.
And I talked to Joan about it when I got home, and we both agreed, nah, that would be kind of silly with the odds.
Yes.
But you never know.
No,
Nobody won it.
because-
I could have been the winning ticket.
Well, sooner or later somebody will win it.
Right on.
So,
Well, so far the show's not went anywhere where I thought it was going to, and that's pretty typical.
yeah. Well,
Today
you know,
I want to
that's
use.
called spontaneity.
Yes, I'm excited today because I'm gonna bring out Mike 6.
Oh.
Yeah, I have this back here for when we have a lot of people in here, but I also like to use it when we have guests because I like to bring the mic over to where I'm actually facing them. Now,
Yeah.
for those of you, even for those of you who are watching the show on our Sand Hills Express and listening at the same time, the counter that I'm in front of, the console, I'm facing south. And the guest table where Brent's sitting, there's 4 chairs over there, I'm facing east.
Mm-hmm.
And you're facing west to see
When I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I didn't realize it until I came in one day and you were over here and I was over there coming back from a remote or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of hanging out here. Over here, you don't have a table because when you turn, it's an open area.
Yes.
And so now I'm starting to think, well, I feel like I'm kind of like you do sometimes. I'm out on an island over here.
Ah. So
But
you're kind of feeling self-conscious about it.
Yes. And then but to talk into the microphone, you still have to lean in.
Yes.
Like, I'm over here.
Uh-huh.
But then I get closer. And that's when I put Mic 6 in, I kind of had the idea that I would use it when we did interviews with our guests
Uh-huh.
so that I could just face them and talk and not have to go back and forth.
Yeah.
So I'm going to utilize Mic 6 today
All right. Awesome.
in Studio B.
All right.
Where are we going with all
I
this?
don't know. What do you want to do next?
Let's take a look at the menus.
Okay.
I think you have a couple more than I do. Do you want to hand one over here, kind of even it
Yeah,
out a
I
little
sure
bit?
can. You want one or two?
Well,
Just one for
Let's-
now,
let's
and we'll
try
see.
one today.
Okay, we'll see. Sooner or later, we'll
by
have
the
them
end of the month, we'll have it.
Yeah, we'll have them evened out.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, who do you want to start? Me?
Well, I think you still might be a little long, so
All
why
right.
don't you start?
Okay, let's start with SEM today. Roast beef sandwich at Sumner Eddyville Miller.
The Prairie Pioneer menu today features breaded pork chops, mashed potatoes and gravy, beets, dinner roll, and dessert.
Sand Hills in Dunning. Runses today at Sand Hill School.
Oh, boy. I have the Prairie Pioneer monthly newsletter.
Oh, that's nice.
I have some other things that we could talk about, but their annual board meeting is coming up on Thursday, September 18th at 12:30,
Oh, okay.
just so you know. And Selma Myrna Public Schools today, barbecued pulled pork sandwiches, country fried steak with breadstick, uncrustable cheese and cracker platter.
All right, Gothenburg today, some of their choices also include a barbecue pulled pork sandwich, country fried steak with breadstick. Their grill station combo today is a grilled chicken sandwich basket. Also made fresh barbecue chicken pizza and fresh baked turkey and cheese sub. Some of your choices at Gothenburg today.
Let me catch up here. This must be a new one. It came in yesterday in the mail, I think. Litchfield. They're having ham sandwiches, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Sargent today, chicken strip wrap with lettuce and cheese, green beans, fruit cup, and milk at Sargent's.
How many do you have left?
I've got 1, 2, 3 left.
Oh, my goodness. Throw another one this way.
Oh, okay. Want Broken Bow?
Sure, why not?
There you go.
Broken Bow.
Yes.
This way it won't even out. Or do you want to? You better go.
Oh,
Because
my
that
turn.
would even it out.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Sure.
Kozad today. Let's see. What do we have here? Chetatoni is one of their choices. Also, Pig in a Blanket, the Pizza Bar, and the Sub Bar at Kozad today.
What was it? Chetatoni. I wonder if that has carp in it. The Broken Bow School District today featuring barbecued pork sandwiches, country fried steak with breadsticks, fresh baked turkey and cheese subs. Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter. The grill station features the hot dog combo basket.
All right. And at Callaway today, hamburger potato casserole at Callaway School.
Okay. I went out and checked the Good for Gourds garden yesterday afternoon. I just went out to look, see if it needed some water yet after the rains. I don't think it does yet, but this cool weather, it's just got things stymied back there. I'm worried about our crop.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got some gourds. Don't worry.
Right.
We've got some
we'll
to
have
sell.
some, but
there's a lot of blooms that look like they could turn into a baby gourd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to with this cool weather we're having. The nights are, gosh, I think they're talking maybe tonight temperatures in the 50s.
Yeah, I think I want to say that sometime during the week in the evening, maybe below 50.
Yeah. Do you think I should call Amanda at the USDA office and ask her about that, maybe a gourd program to supplement the number of gourds that were not growing?
Well, you've called Amanda.
I know.
I don't know if you need to call her again.
I feel like we're friends.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you are.
Couldn't I call in a favor?
Maybe.
But you don't think I should?
Well,
go ahead and spit it out. You go.
Well,
don't ride the fence. Just,
I think again, going back to the term spontaneity, we just kind of call out of the blue.
Yeah.
And sometimes, that can be a little uncomfortable when, the next thing you know, your voice is on the radio and you weren't ready for it.
Well, I feel like she trusts me.
Well, no, I'm sure she does. Yes.
We'll talk about it later.
But I don't know if I don't know if I'd call her live on the air. How's that?
Well, what good would that do?
Yeah. Yeah. What's the entertainment value in that?
that gives you no leverage. Let's play the game.
Okay, here we go. Oh, man, football is here. Tonight, the NFL starts tonight.
I saw that.
Dallas and Philly. Who you got? Dallas or Philly?
I'd have to go with Philly just because I'm not a Dallas fan.
So we're asking questions about football, testing your knowledge on terms, penalties, stuff like that. And here's your question for today. The term 3 and out in football means what? Your choices are the defenders only allow 1 field goal in the whole game. The offense fakes a field goal. There are 3 wide receivers set up in the formation. Or the offense doesn't get a first down, and on the 4th down, they punt the ball away. What does the term 3 and out mean in the game of football? Your choices one more time. The defenders only allow 1 field goal in the whole game. The offense fakes a field goal. there are 3 wide receivers set up in the formation, or the offense doesn't get a first down and has to punt. Those are your choices. If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Some secrets just can't be kept, like the excitement of a new season at the Secret Garden. Their new fall decor is out, and if you find anything with yellow, you'll save 20%. Yes, even on fall decor. Enjoy a delicious latte or blended drink, or grab a tasty $5 lunch while you shop. Isaiah 40 verse 8 says, "The grass withers, the flower fades, but the word of our God stands forever." The Secret Garden, open Fridays 11:30 to 4:30 and Saturdays 8:30 to 4:30. 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92, then a half a mile north.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And when it comes to bad weather, KCNI and KBBN are where you turn 24/7. Whether it's lightning, snow, high winds, or tornadoes, we're live on the air keeping you safe and informed.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Or at least a better forecast. Check sandhillsexpress.com anytime for weather alerts, road conditions, and closings. When the skies turn, KCNI and KBBN turn it up.
And we have Billy on the line. Billy, how you doing?
I'm good, Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing real good. Are you a Philly fan or Dallas fan?
Well, I don't like Dallas, and for some reasons, I don't think Dak Prescott is the highest paid quarterback in pro football, and I don't think he's that good. I'm going to tell you that.
Wow.
Boy, man. Billy just coming out and saying it the way it is.
Yeah, how
I
you-
love
Well,
it.
I mean, I don't understand these pro football players. Why you pay them so much money for and stuff?
They do make a lot.
They do.
Yeah,
Some
do.
of them. Yes.
Yeah, some of them do.
All right, Billy, you ready for your question?
Uh-huh.
All right, buddy. In the game of football, the term 3 and out, what does it mean? Do you need the choices?
No.
Okay. What's it mean, Billy?
A punt.
That's right. Yes. You don't get a first down. You got to punt it.
Yeah.
That's 3 and out.
So, Brent, I was going to ask you a question about
Yes.
Dave.
Oh, about Dave,
Is he
yes.
going to root for the Bears Monday night or the Vikings?
I don't know, Dave. Who are you going to root for? You going to root for the Bears or the Vikings on Monday night?
Well, since you've been honest, Billy, I'll be honest.
Oh.
I don't really care who wins that game.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Hey, Billy, right before we let you go, I don't think we've addressed this on the air, but there was breaking news a few weeks ago at the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club Fall Sports Kickoff. I believe that Broken Bow head coach Carly Wells announced that he was going to be a Bears fan this year.
Yes, he did. I talked
He
him
announced
into
that,
it.
correct? Yes.
I talked him into it. He was a Dallas fan. He said he doesn't like him animore, so he's going to start being a Bears fan.
I know. He announced that live on the air.
Wow.
Yeah,
So,
I talked him into it because me and Carly go way back because I used to watch him play high school football when he was playing for Broken Bow and won a state championship that one year and stuff. And he's a good coach, and he's a great coach. He knows what he's doing and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All right.
he's going to be a Bears fan, Brent.
Wow.
Okay, man. All right. Breaking news.
Okay,
So-
all right. Guys, have a good day.
You too, Billy.
Thanks, Billy.
Bye.
Bye. All right, 10 minutes before the hour. Lots of things coming yet on the breakfast show this morning. That news you can use and some fun that you can have with us. This goes out to all the folks out there who bought a lotto ticket
Oh,
previous to the drawing last night.
okay.
It's a brand new song from Joanne Shaw Taylor, and it's called Three-Time Loser. The big.
Yeah, what is it? Was 1.4 billion?
Yeah, that's what it was yesterday.
Wow.
I don't know. Will it go up to $2 billion
I don't know.
now?
I don't know. I don't know how it grows.
That's almost gross. Absurd, really.
That amount?
Yes.
In a little bit.
Nobody
yeah,
needs
when you
that
think
much
about
money.
it.
I mean, that's
$1
just
billion.
excessive is. I mean, I'll take it if I would
right.
win it. But so listen up, folks. We're going to be give you a chance to win tickets to the Dawson County Rodeo that's taking place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we talked with the folks about that yesterday. So be listening during the show if you'd like to go down and take that big rodeo in. That's the best of the best competing this weekend there at Lexington.
Yeah, the Nebraska State Association, I believe, rodeo finals.
Yeah, several states coming in and all ages, and it's pretty amazing. So we'll be giving some of those away later in the show. Right now, though, it's time. And by the way, Kathy made it out here for the Dave Davis Farmers National Auction Report.
Oh,
So she
good.
made it in. So here she is.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kathy Eberly reporting for Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company. To start with Dave Davis Auction Service, we are taking consignments for a machinery consignment auction. That auction is going to be October 4th at 9 a.m. at the Custer County Fairgrounds. For proper advertising of items, if you would get your to get your items on the flyer, please get your list of consignments to our office by September 15th. That is a Monday. You can call our office and or you can stop in, whatever's best for you. We will take consignments up until the day of the auction, but if you want them on the flyer, we would like to have them by September 15th. Again, that machinery consignment auction is Saturday, October 4th at the Custer County Fairgrounds. We are having an auction for Dawn and June White. It's a cleanup auction. It's going to be located at 407 Center Avenue in Berwyn. That auction is going to be Saturday, September 20th, starting at 9 a.m., and there will be lunch provided by Never Fails Baking. We do have our sale bills out if you would like to see the full sale bill, or you can go on our website to look at the sale bill also. There will be several other items that are not on the sale bill, so please make sure you show up to see what's all there. And that's going to be Saturday, September 20th. Going over to Farmers National side, we do have a new listing at 210 South G Street. It's a cute updated kitchen with nice white cabinets and glass tile backsplash. Living room has gas fireplace and is open to the dining area. The dining area has lots of sunshine and patio doors going out to the deck. Main floor has an office, 2 bedrooms, and 1.5 bathrooms. The master bedroom has a half bathroom. The main bathroom has been nicely updated. Main floor has all newer flooring, with most of it being waterproof. The lower level has a large family room, 3rd bedroom, a half bathroom with laundry and storage. Fenced-in backyard with a deck, and does have an attached double garage. That's at 210 South G Street. Another newer listing is at 525 North F Street. This is a cute home with lots of updates, nice-sized living room with hardwood floors, eat-in kitchen with neat subway tile backsplash and tile flooring. Main floor has 2 bedrooms with hardwood floors and updated bathroom. The lower level has a family room, 3rd bedroom or office, and a 2nd updated bathroom and laundry space. Fenced-in backyard with patio area and a utility shed. Attached oversized single garage. The shingles, the water heater, the heating, and air conditioner were all new in 2024. Come and check it out at 525 North F Street. At 713 South F Street. This one is a ranch-style home. Everything is on one level. You walk into a large living room with picture window and built-ins on the side. The breakfast bar separates the kitchen and dining area. The home has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Family room has a large picture window, fireplace, and built-in bookcase. Office has French doors to the family room. The laundry area is located by the back door, off of the kitchen, several newer windows. It's got an attached double garage and a small yard to maintain. It's close to downtown. That's at 713 South F Street. At 1215 North K Street, this is a ranch-style home with a cute front porch that adds charm. The kitchen walks out to a small deck in the back. Living room has recessed lighting, hardwood floors, built-in shelves, picture window, and a fireplace. Laundry room is located right off of the kitchen. There are 3 bedrooms on the main floor with hardwood floors. Lower level has a second bathroom, rec room, family room, and gas fireplace with 2 more bedrooms, both with egress windows, attached double garage, corner lot with mature trees. That's at 1215 North K Street. We have a unique property at 901 South K Street. It has a pool building built in 1980, has 1904 square feet with a heated pool, changing room, 3-quarter bath, and a lounge area with wet bar. The pool is 18 by 33 with a diving board, water slide, exit ladders, and a pool cover. There's also a tennis court, a metal building that's 30 by 24 with a concrete floor. It's insulated and heated, and the building has water and a drain and a workshop area. There's also a utility shed that has shelving on 3 sides. This is located at 901 South K Street. And then in Sargent at 1201 West Main Street, we do have a commercial building setting in 3.59 plus or minus acres. It's located off of Main Street in Sargent. It's a large commercial building with well-established trees and landscaping, providing great privacy to the property. On the east side of the building lies what was originally a home built in 1949. This is the original part of the hospital and has a large kitchen with huge island and plenty of cabinets and counter space. There's also a full basement connected. On the west end of the original home is a 600 square foot breezeway. On the west end of the breezeway is an addition that is 12,746 square feet that was added around 1969. This building is located at 1201 West Main Street. If you have any questions, would like to see any of our listings, please give us a call at 308-872-6413. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Health Secretary Kennedy is expected to address opposition to his vaccine policy and rapid turnover at the CDC when he testifies before a Senate committee today after more than 1,000 current and former HHS employees called for his ouster. CBS's Natalie Brand.
HHS, responding to the letter, said Secretary Kennedy has been clear the CDC has been broken for a long time. Restoring it as the world's most trusted guardian of public health will take sustained reform and more personnel changes.
Health experts like CBS News contributor Dr. Celine Gounder are dismayed over the Florida Surgeon General's bid to get rid of mandatory vaccines.
Vaccine mandates are why we don't see polio in playgrounds and at the swimming pool or measles in classrooms anymore.
Crews in Central California continue to battle explosive wildfires that were sparked by lightning strikes. Containment is up to 15%. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
So my mother is thinking of switching from Verizon to Pure Talk, but she's worried the deal sounds too good to be true. Michael, she said, how can those Pure Talk people offer me the same basic service as Verizon for so much less money? I said, Mom, go ask Google how much Verizon spends on advertising and promotion. A few seconds later, my mother said, oh my goodness, $12 billion a year? That must be a typo. I'll tell you what I told my mom. It's not a typo. Verizon spends $12 billion a year on advertising and promotion, and their customers are paying for it. Well, Pure Talk doesn't spend that kind of money on commercials. Trust me, I would know. Consequently, they can offer you and my mother unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data on a blazing fast 5G network for just $25 a month. Dial pound 250 and say the words Mike Rowe, and you'll get an additional 50% off your first month. That's pound 250 Mike Rowe. Pure Talk. Everything you need and nothing you don't.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by KSMB, the village of Riverton has been without water since Monday after their only water well collapsed, according to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. The village, along with the Franklin County Emergency Management and the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, began efforts to provide water and food for the community until water service could be reestablished to the community. Emergency Management contacted the Franklin Board Chairman, and at a time, the disaster declaration was issued. Bottled water has been provided to residents, and options are currently being explored to replace the water well for community. Meals are being provided by the community by Hot Meals USA. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, Here's Monty Bolaños.
The wait is over. Week 1 of the NFL is here as the defending champion Eagles will be hosting the Cowboys with kickoff at 8:20 Eastern on Thursday. Chargers running back Najee Harris is expected to start in Friday's season opener against the Chiefs. And the 49ers and wide receiver Jawan Jennings have reached an agreement on a deal that will add $3 million in playtime incentives so he can earn up to $10.5 million this season. In baseball, the Giants defeated the Rockies 10-8. Astros edged the Yankees 8-7. Brewers defeated the Phillies 6-3, while the Angels topped the Royals 4-3. Rays beat the Mariners at home 9-4, and the Blue Jays took down the Reds 13-9, while the Pirates shut out the Dodgers 3-0. In tennis at the U.S. Open, 23 seed Naomi Osaka won her quarterfinals match and will face American and 8 seed Amanda Anisimova in the semifinals.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Mainly clear today with a high of 81. Southwesterly winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, lows level off around 47. Highs level off around 66. Tomorrow, mainly sunny. Temps swell below average Saturday and Sunday with highs in the upper 60s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Lines Appliance in Broken Bow prides themselves on being a local connection to the very latest in appliance technology. They also have some of the best grills on the market and the best looking TVs too. Visit Lines Appliance in Broken Bow.
8:06 is your time. Happy Jack Simpson is outside to let us know what it feels like and what it looks like. He also told me earlier, thought he saw the owl carrying a rabbit away in the air. And it's possible because we have a lot of rabbits around here because of the field next to us was very tall and then just recently mowed down. So the rabbits are more exposed. Do you see any more of that activity?
I do not see any more rabbit activity, no, but I believe he was carrying a rabbit. I didn't really get a close look at it. It was still kind of dark out. I guess for construction-wise, I don't see where they're stopped at. I believe they're stopped past the curve out here. 59 degrees outside with cloudy skies. Winds out of the south and southwest up to 5 to 10. Barometric pressure at 29.94 with humidity at 91%. No rain in the last 24 hours. The precipitation for this month at 200s. A high yesterday of 70 with an overnight low of 48. Sun set today 8:05.
All right, Jack. Sounds like you're a little bit plugged up and maybe have a cold. Cough into your elbow.
Yep.
Wash your hands. Radio stations are, we're kind of close together. So.
Yep.
And I don't know whether Brent will let you ride in the car with him tonight or not.
I don't know. It's not like Myrna's that far. Maybe I can take my own Jeep up. So.
Well, we hope you get feeling better.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. All right. Like Erin is here. I believe it's Erin. Yes, I believe Erin is here from Rise and Rehab Performance. She made it in.
All right. Good.
Will she make it out? That is the question. And we'll find out more about that and what they're up to right after these words.
Head to Runza for Teammates Day on September 23rd. That Tuesday, 10% of sales go to Support Teammates, the nation's largest school-based mentoring program that serves over 10,000 students across the Midwest and right here in central Nebraska. Your purchase at Runza on the 23rd helps local mentors meet with students weekly to build relationships and inspire. Come hungry to Runza on September 23rd and leave knowing you made a difference.
Waking up Central Nebraska.
They are so funny.
KCNI, KBBN.
John here with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, informing you that now might be the best time to get a value for your recreational land that's really not adding to your bottom line. That's right. Your land could be of major interest for that person looking for quality deer hunting, waterfowl hunting, or whatever the recreation is. Call me, John Farley, and take advantage of a time with very little inventory on the market. I would be happy to give you a no-obligation opinion of value. Check me out at LashleyLand.com.
Hi, this is Carson Leapart with Burning Bank. As the leaves change and the harvest comes in, there's a familiar rhythm in the air, the pace of progress and the pull of home. At Burning Bank, we know fall isn't just about cooler weather or shorter days, it's about preparing for what's next. We are here with local decisions, ag lending, business support, and personalized service built for your farm, family, and your future. This fall, let's build, grow, and thrive together. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
The Vermeer VRB rakes are high-capacity rakes built with durability and versatility. Designed for optimal ground clearance, these machines help maximize productivity and perform at a high level even in heavy crops. Stop out to Power Solutions, 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, and check out their Vermeer hay forage equipment that can help you get through the haying season. Or give them a call at 308-872-5522.
It is now 10 past the hour of 8 o'clock. Erin is here from Rise Rehab and Performance. Erin, you made it in?
Yes, I did.
That's
Fingers
good.
crossed.
Yes. Well, we'll get you out of here one way or another.
You bet.
All right. Okay. So, well, I'm just going to ask you right off the top here.
Okay.
Every time I drive by your project,
oh, yes.
I'm wondering what's going on inside.
Mm-hmm. It looks a little quiet there this week, but I mean, there's still quite a bit going on inside. So, yeah, all the framing pretty much is done for the clinic portion of it. And so now it's just a matter of getting some of those, between the wall type things done, like your electrical, HVAC, all that kind of thing. Yeah, so things are moving, things are rolling. We've just been bombarded with, it's so funny because people in our office, well, what are you going to do for this? And what, I don't know. I haven't even thought about that. So yeah, it's funny. So, but it's fun. It's fun to think about those things and get some of that stuff ordered and kind of set those wheels in motion so that we're ready to go when it's all done. So
yeah, and it's nice to be able to think about the space that you have, right?
Yes, the square footage is amazing. All the things that we're going to be able to provide and kind of have for the community. And I think ultimately that's just what Andrew and I have always been hopeful to be able to do, is to provide a space that, doesn't just benefit, people coming in for therapy, but it'll benefit the whole community. And I think that's, I think that's what a lot of people strive for in small towns. They want to be something in their community that people can gain benefit from, something that brings value to the community. And so I think we're both just really excited to do that. So
I think the community's right alongside you there.
Yeah.
I think excuse me, I think people are excited to see what your dreams are and how they unfold. So
yeah, I think, we're just fortunate to live where we live and do what we do. So being in central Nebraska and rural Nebraska, I think that, a majority of people's values around here are aligned with ours. And that's why it's so great to be in a place like this. Is it just it's just one of those things that you can't be grateful enough for,
Yeah.
So yeah,
got to remind ourselves every once in a while, don't
exactly.
we? Exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm sure they've been busy inside the project, and then of course busy inside your existing clinic as well.
Yes, yeah. There's definitely no slowing down there. So September is Fall Awareness Month, and then the 22nd of September, I think, is what they call National Fall Awareness Day. So September kind of kicks off some of that, promotion and talk about falls. And, in years past, we've had patients that maybe they've been struggling with balance or concern of that. If you're unsure, do you really need therapy? If you just kind of want to see what can therapy do for me, stop by or give us a call. We're happy we can do some screening or whatever to kind of help solidify, what direction you need to go, if that's helpful for you. But we are all prone to falling. And as we age, those, that kind of increases a little bit. And so all the awareness we can bring around that is very, very important. Truly, with the older populations, falling is typically what sets that ball rolling for those morbidities, such as, breaking a hip and then landing in the hospital. And you can just kind of see a pattern of degradation through that. So everything you can do to avoid those things. And it's not meant to be fearful by any means. We want to increase your confidence to reduce those chances, but it's just something we have to be aware of as we age and, as things change. So, yeah.
It definitely changes. And I'm going to ask a question that you probably hear from some of your older clients. how much if the person is having balance problems and they know it, maybe putting off doing something about it, how much is it going to help? How much is it going to help their balance?
Well, it could help substantially, and it's a matter of even just 4 to 6 weeks. You're going to see probably some measurable difference. The human body is amazing. What it can adapt to and what it can change in a short period of time with the right type of training and specificity is pretty amazing. Our muscles and our joints have a really great way of understanding movement, preparing for movement, inhibitory movement versus planned movement, that sort of thing. But even just a really short period of time, you can make a huge change in maybe what your risk factors look like for falling. I think it's really important, too, for people to remember that it's not, just this really simple recipe that happens and then you never do it again. And, it's a matter of lifelong learning. It's something that you continually have to think about, brush up on, and that sort of thing. It's not like a one-size-fits-all treatment that you do once and then you never have to, come back to it again. So it's really important. And I've said this before, and I say it a lot to people, that just like your vehicles, they need regular maintenance. So do our bodies. So we just need a tune-up every now and again.
I would imagine there's also a benefit if you are treating someone and what you're doing reveals another issue, maybe blood pressure or something else that's causing off balance or dizziness.
Yep. And, with falling, it's multifaceted for most patients, what's creating or causing those falls. Sometimes it's weakness or, muscular strength in those situations. Sometimes it is something like a medication change that they just recently had. Maybe they had an increase in some of their blood pressure medications, or they started on a new diabetic medication. And it's really important to think about what are the side effects of those medicines. Do further adjustments need to be made? And that's the physician's call. But if we see something clinically, it's very easy for us to, call their primary care doctor and say, hey, I was seeing Bob the other day and he normally hasn't been this way, but lately his pressures have been low. He's just not been feeling well. He told me he had some changes. What are your thoughts about this? It's just a nice way for open communication that way too. Even something as simple as maybe their shoe wear that they're wearing, or at home they've got a bunch of area rugs sitting around and those need to be changed, or you have a new assistive device. There's lots of things that kind of factor into maybe why those falls are occurring. And in the middle of therapy, sometimes you find out about something that maybe you didn't see in those first few weeks, and then it reveals itself later on.
Yeah.
What about a person's eyesight?
Oh, eyes are so important. I always ask patients, typically if patients are coming in and they're saying, hey, I just feel really imbalanced, that's usually a question I ask. How long has it been since you had your eye checks? It's very interesting how much our depth perception changes as we age. And depth is so important so that you can see those stair threshold, curb thresholds, even that really short change between hardwood floor to like a plush carpet. Sometimes when our vision does not pick up on those things, our vision is truly our window into our body's awareness and ability to see and plan for things. And so if your vision's a little bit off, it's going to affect your balance greatly. Yeah.
There's a surprising amount of people out there who realize that they have side issues, glaucoma, and different things that will affect your side vision and so forth.
You bet.
But with therapy, as you maybe go back to the beginning here, your body and your brain will adjust to that if you help it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, just like when you go to the doctor and they do change your prescriptive, maybe glasses, you go from bifocals to trifocals or something like that.
Lord.
Like that, there takes some adjustment to that. And some patients will be like, gosh, since I got my new glasses, this is just awful. I can't. And it's not that the glasses are not what they need for their eyes. It just takes your body some time to adjust to that. But yeah, it certainly takes some investigation and some really careful thought about what it is that's creating this increased risk for patients. Sometimes it's pretty easy to work out, and then sometimes there's just a multitude of things that are contributing.
And to turn that around a little bit and go back to some of your other customers, your clients, athletes that really perform well have, of course, great reactions and so forth, but they also have super balance.
Yeah, right,
And I would think with younger people, balance is huge for them too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You think about your 6, 7, 8-year-olds. Think about if you've ever been skiing before and you're watching them on the slopes and they're just like zipping by you like it's no problem at all, right? That's their center of gravity, their balance, it's so close to the ground. And so they just don't have the same fear and inhibitory muscular activity that we do as we age. The other thing that I think people forget about, sometimes patients will come in and you'll hear, oh, it's just father time, it's just old age. But I want people to understand that it's not just getting older. Think about what your body has done over the last 20 to 30 years compared to what you're doing now. Athletes are great at balance. They're great with strength because they are continually active. They've never quit, right? But as we age, we tend to slow down a little bit and do less. It's not necessarily because we choose to do it that way. Sometimes it is, but we just tend to focus differently as we age. And so when your body is not continually training like that, it's no wonder that you start to see these strength changes, these balance changes. And so it's not necessarily father time, I would say. I would say it's our personality of the things that we're doing as we age that kind of contribute to that a little bit.
Well, if you're listening out there and you feel like Erin's talking directly to you, which I believe there's a number of people out there understand what you're saying and probably need to do something about it for quality of life and to avoid that situation where it starts affecting, seriously affecting your life, right?
Right, yeah. Well, and that fall prevention is one of the ultimate preventative activities or things that patients can participate in. Like I said before, there's just a multitude of things that can happen from a fall that can really be the degradation of your overall health. And so keeping that in check and, staying on top of that is very important, like you said, for your quality of life. And that's what physical therapists, are really in tune with. And that's part of our expertise. And we love fall prevention. We're all about it.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate the conversation, great conversation about something that, it's something that we can do something about if we just take the steps and
Absolutely.
give you a call and set up an appointment.
Yeah, just call the girls in the front office, 872-5800. Deb and Darla will take really good care of you. They always do. And like I said, if you just are curious, am I really at risk? Do I need to do something? Come in and we can just consult about it and make a plan from there. You just have to drop in someday or call the girls and we can set up a screen or whatever. We typically do that a lot in September for people because it is Fall Awareness Month, and it's kind of a nice promotion to bring people in who just have thoughts or concerns and kind of help set them on the right path.
Of course, Erin, that when I go home today, my wife Joan is going to say, Dave, I've been telling you for a while.
Wives are good about that, aren't they?
Yeah. You complain a little bit, and then they say, "Why don't you do something about it?" And then Erin comes in and tells us we can do something about it. And now, Brent, I'm in big trouble. I'll just be honest. I feel like I'm fitting into what you're talking about. And I know that Andrew gave me a whole demonstration on the inner ear and the different things that can happen in your ear that can cause that, and talked about the ticking that you. Well, I'm having the ticking. And I'm finding myself, if I turn, not even really that fast anymore, but just turn to go open a door or something, I find myself taking a step sideways.
Yep.
So I know I'm a candidate, and I know I need to do something about it.
Yeah, there's so much that goes into balance. The vestibular network is really important and all of those things. And And that's where I said before, it's typically multifaceted. It's not typically just a very easy approach. Sometimes, yes, but usually there's multiple things that come to that. And again, it's because our bodies, we just aren't challenged. Gosh, well, I would assume yes, probably. Well, maybe.
Well,
I mean, it should have been. Gosh, well, I would assume yes, probably. Well, maybe.
Well,
I mean, it should have been.
If you were a senior in high school, I was.
Because you said you used to call games.
Yes, we covered you in high school sports in that, amazing run that you guys had during that time in volleyball and girls basketball.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that was fun. Well, it was one of my classmates and I, shout out to Jamie Foster Copsey. But she and I were sitting here, and I believe we were probably promoting, we did a lot of advocacy thing for teens. Sue McNeil kind of helped us with that. She was our history teacher at the time. But we did a lot of like tobacco prevention in teens and things like that. And so I think it was probably something involving that. I'm guessing as we were, I don't know, we had like, Johnny Rogers came and like spoke at a lock-in for us for that. And so I bet you we were promoting that. That's kind of what popped in my mind when I saw that picture. So yeah, there was, a lot of things about that, but that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then I buried that picture deep so nobody can find it again. So
what fun. Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. We'll take a time out with these messages.
Finding the vitamins and supplements you need shouldn't be like finding a needle in a haystack. And it isn't with the help of Varney Pharmacy. Their selection is wide and their shelves are organized and easy to browse. Vitamin B12, vitamin C, biotin, cranberry, iron, vitamin D3, vitamin E, calcium, fish oil, flaxseed, and beyond are all at Varney Pharmacy, ready for your cabinet at home. Whether it's gummies, chewables, or tablets, vitamins and supplements are at Varney Pharmacy, downtown Broken Bow.
Your partners in health, Melham Medical Center, want to remind you about the importance of recognizing sepsis. Sepsis is a life-threatening response to an infection. Getting the help you need with sepsis is about remembering the acronym TIME. T, temperature, I, infection, M, mental decline, E, extremely ill. Melham Medical Center's trained professionals are ready to evaluate and treat you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Melham Medical Center, Broken Bow, online at melham.org. Large enough to serve, small enough to care.
In the waning moments of the growing season, it's time to start thinking about soil health, as well as fall and winter grazing options. Aero Aviation of Broken Bow can fly on cover crop mixes into your standing crops right now. Then you have seeds sprouted before harvesting the main crop, giving the mix a longer growing season. Call Aero Aviation for more at 872-5113.
It is 8:28, and thanks to Erin with Rise and Rehab for coming in and making her way through the construction. I see some asphalt smoke out there on Highway 2, just about down to the neighbors there. So probably right in front of their drive. It won't be long, they'll be in front of our drive. So I hope Erin will be able to get out the back door.
Yeah.
Out the back way here. We got that option. So it won't be long. We'll be through all of this, and it'll all be good.
Yeah, be very good.
Very good. So a few things we want to talk about. We were visiting off the air about football tomorrow night, but you have volleyball tonight, big triangular tonight.
Yeah, we'll be in Myrna. Anselmo Myrna will be hosting the annual triangular with Anselmo Myrna, Ansley Litchfield, and Twin Loop. The site will be Myrna this year, and we'll be there for live high school volleyball coverage. First match at 5 o'clock. We'll have 3 total, and we'll have those for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. Also plan to do the live video stream, too, where you can watch the matches accompanied by the radio call. You can access the links for that through sandhillsexpress.com. Opening match set for 5 o'clock tonight.
On Friday, as usual, a double header in football on both KCNI and KBBN.
Broken Bow versus Ogallala on KCNI and Twin Loop versus Riverside on KBBN Radio. Kickoff for both games will be 7 o'clock Central Time, and coverage will start with the pregame show at 6 on both stations.
And then on Saturday, the Huskers play, and it looks like airtime 4:30 pregame ahead of that on Saturday afternoon for the Akron Husker matchup. This is at home, correct?
Yeah, this will be the home opener, the true home opener. Although if you looked at the fans in Kansas City, that probably felt like a home opener too. But yeah, this will be at Memorial Stadium, first game of the year in Lincoln for the Huskers as they take on Akron. Kickoff for the game will be in the evening at 6:30. Pre-game coverage and airtime will be at 4:30 on the Huskers radio network, so you can listen to it on KBBN radio.
All right. Also on Saturday and other events, Fighting the Good Fight in a Fallen World Women's Event is coming up Saturday, 9 a.m. till noon at the Callaway Community Church. And on Sunday, the Elks Golf Tournament will be held at the Broken Bow Golf Club. 8:30 registration, 9:30 shotgun start. And you can take along the radio and listen to the game.
Yeah.
And do some golfing, have some fun. Also, for you folks in the Cozad area, a blood drive coming up at the high school on Monday, September 8th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. So those are some things that we wanted to tell you about this morning. And hopefully you heard all that clearly. If you did not, and you've been turning up the TV louder and louder or the radio louder and louder, and you go to an event where there's people talking together and you can't distinguish what they're saying, it might be time for a hearing checkup, just like you do for other things that you need to have your eyes checked, your ears checked, your annual health check. Just do it to make sure you're hearing everything, that your quality of life is good, because if you're not hearing, you're missing out on a lot of good things. Roxanne is here at Nebraska Land Hearing. She's located on the east side of the square. She's in the Chamber of Commerce building there. And she is ready to give you a free evaluation of your hearing and set a baseline so that if you do the hearing test and it turns out that you're okay, you can go in annually or often and have it checked again, make sure you're not losing your hearing. If you do have a hearing loss, which most of us do as we go along around the noisy world that we're in, Roxanne can help you with all sorts of different solutions in hearing aids at different price levels, different technologies. The way she can help you is vast. And here's the big deal with Roxanne. She's a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years' experience right here in Broken Bow. And after you have that hearing evaluation and you purchase your hearing aids, then you get service after the sale. So I know you can order hearing aids online that will not be formed and fitted to your ear, but the price might be a little bit less, and you might not be happy with them. And then you're going to say, what do I do now? Well, you'll probably end up going to a hearing specialist like Roxanne and getting it done right. So do it right the first time. Give Roxanne a call at 308-384-3852 to make an appointment.
All right. Boy, hard to believe, but we're kind of coming toward the end of Market on the Square in downtown Broken Bow. It will continue through the month of September, so today there will be Market on the Square, runs from 10 to 4 in downtown Broken Bow. And here are some of the vendors that are scheduled to be there today from 10 to 4. They include today Anna's Papooses, Fresh to Fiesta, Irwin Gardens, Debbie D's Bakery, Procop's Smoke and Barbecue, Dickerson Chip Repair, Something Out of Nothing, Gigi So Perfect Creations, Country Crafters and C&D Tack Shack, also Busy Bee Goods and Straight Arrow Bison, some of the vendors scheduled to be at Market on the Square today from 10 to 4 in downtown Broken Bow. Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce also reminds you that there is still time to get your tickets for the two social events coming up later in September. The Sip and Socialize Women's Night is scheduled for September 8th on Monday from 5:30 to 9. That'll take place at the Stockman's venue here in Broken Bow. And then the Men's Steak Fry is scheduled for September 15th from 5:30 to 9. That'll be at the Broken Bow Golf Club. For tickets for each event, you can contact the Broken Bow Chamber office at 872-5691.
As you travel Highway 2, and if you Broken Bow, once the mantra was Gateway to the Sandhills, you know that there are places along the way that you can stop and eat, but not as many as there used to be up Highway 2. But there's still one that I can mention that's really, really good along the way up at Thedford, at Dunning, the Spur. And that is ready. They have specials every day at Dunning, at the Spur. And today is Thursday. So if you go up Highway 2 and you're hungry, hot beef sandwich with mashed potatoes, gravy, vegetables, and dessert. Now, how can you go wrong with that?
I was going to say, that sounds like it'll fill you up.
Tomorrow, on Friday, it's a chili soup dinner with buffet with the chili soup. So that sounds good. Treat yourself on Saturday to their famous prime rib dinner. And on Sunday, bring the family in for a full buffet. The kitchen's open until 10 p.m. Stop in or call them at 308-538-2251. They have the daily lunch specials, Saturday evening favorites. So come hungry and leave happy at the Spur in Dunning, right off Highway 2.
All right. Hey, our good friend Velma ready to go to work for you at Circle V Stitch and Post and get your creation started with her wonderful quality custom embroidery service. Are you looking to have your logo or brand customized on shirts, hoodies, hats, and more? Well, Velma at Circle V Stitch and Post can make it happen. Also, as we come into a new school year, seniors or juniors, upperclassmen looking for a letter jacket, well, she'll personalize it just the way your student wants. Order now for the end of the year or get ahead for next season. Also, Circle V Stitch and Post can create meaningful gifts with embroidery on things like throws, whether it's for a wedding, a remembrance, or any special occasion. And don't miss the new cowhide coasters, rugs, and table runners customized just for you. Support local and bring your ideas to life by calling Velma at 872-6173. Again, the number 872-6173 for Circle V Stitch and Post.
Thank you very much, Brent Apperson. Appreciate it. We told you earlier we were going to give you a chance to win some tickets to Nebraska's State Rodeo Association finals at the Dawson County Fairgrounds in Lexington. And we talked with the folks yesterday about it. They're having top stock providers, 6 or 7, that are coming in that were voted the best stock by the Cowboys and Cowgirls themselves. Top 15 finalists in each event will be in from all over the Midwest. So you're getting the best of the best. And they have music and good food and all sorts of things to go along with all the events, all the rodeos. So Friday, September 5th, the rodeo starts at 7 following the Calcutta. Saturday, September 6th, steer roping at 9 a.m. It's also College Fan Day, and they'll have events through Saturday. Rodeo at 7, so be sure and go to the rodeo at 7 o'clock on Saturday. And then Rascal Martinez will be playing from 9 until 12. Then on Sunday, September 7th, Cowboy Church at 8 a.m. It's also Military Appreciation Day, and the rodeo will start at 1 o'clock. So tickets are available online at DawsonCountyFair.com, but I think they mentioned yesterday, just come. They'll have tickets for you at the gate. Don't worry about it. Yep. But if you want to save a little money and go, we're going to give you a chance.
Oh, good.
Out there.
All right.
Now, these will be will call tickets.
Okay.
So that means we'll need to get your name, and then you'll give them your name at the gate, and they'll have the tickets for you. And Christy's going to make sure the names get called in to the folks.
All right.
So we're going to make it simple. I've got a song lined up from Leonard Skinner.
All right.
And during Leonard Skinner, just call 872-2801 and give us your name. We'll give 2 per call. Give us the names that are going to be using the tickets, and you can go for free, courtesy of the Nebraska State Rodeo Association and KCNI KBBN. The number again, 872-2801. Give us a call if you want to go. Nebraska State Rodeo Association Finals this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Dawson County Fairgrounds. You can get your tickets at DawsonCountyFair.com if you didn't get them today here on The Breakfast Show. Brent and Dave with you. Before we continue, I wanted to be sure and let you know that there has been a request for a card shower for Pam Martin of Broken Bow. She developed a massive brain bleed in mid-July and went to the hospital in Grand Island. Emergency surgery was held, and since then a lot of obstacles up and down have come along. She is, last we were notified, currently at Madonna in Lincoln, continuing her therapy, so a long road ahead of her recovery. So these folks thought a card shower would help keep her spirits up and keep people behind her and in their minds. They also have a GoFundMe page set up on Facebook, and you can also make a donation to help the family at Custer Federal State Bank in Broken Bow. They have an account open there. You can also mail the cards to Pam Martin, that's Pam, M-A-R-T-E-N, in care of Madonna Hospital at 5401 South Street, room A46, Lincoln, Nebraska, 68506. That's where you send the cards. All right, Brent. I was going to use mic 6, and I haven't used it. I should have used it when Aaron was here. Let me test it.
Okay. All right. This is Dave Burney moving to mic 6.
Mic 6.
In Studio B.
Got it.
Live on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Got to get off the cord.
Just bear with us, folks. It'll be happening here in just a moment.
Test.
No, I can't hear you.
Okay, let me push this other button.
Okay, pushing a button. Oh, I think we've got you now.
Okay. There is kind of there, isn't it?
Not really. Sorry.
Oh, let me try this.
Okay.
Is that,
there he is.
I had to turn up.
There.
This is very confusing, folks. I had to turn up on this other mixer, pot 4, well, that was channel 4, to get mic 6 to work.
Whew,
that's some math.
Yeah, that was just kind of stressful just even listening to.
Gosh. Sounds okay, though.
You sound great, yeah.
Oh, good. So on mic 6,
yep.
Brent is on mic 2.
Yep, check 1, 2.
That interests you at all? Probably doesn't, but it kind of tickles our fancy a little bit.
I got kind of got teased. When was this? Was it maybe when we were setting up for the parade? I don't know, but someone kind of teased us that radio announcers don't know how to count past 2 because we always go check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Hey, I would argue that because we can go 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
So we can get to digit 3. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Okay, we're set. We got everything ready here.
I think so. Yeah. Dave's on mic 6.
Now this is going to get complicated because I'm on channel 4 on mic 6.
Yes.
And on channel 1, 2, 3, 4 on the board.
Whew.
But if I want to play a song off this computer over here, then I have to go to 4B auxiliary line in to get the music on the air, and then I won't be able to use mic 6.
Oh man, I got to be honest. After explaining all of that, I'm glad you're behind the board and not me.
Well, it's easier to just do it than explain. It's really not that complicated.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, okay, I'll turn off mic 6. And then I'll go over here to mic 1. Back to mic 1. I'll swing out mic 6. And then I'll push the 4B auxiliary line in, which will make the channel to the laptop available.
Whew.
Then I'll go over here and I'll bring up this tab. And then I'll start this song, which is a really cool song from 1969.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, B.B. King. The thrill is gone. The Thrill Is Gone, released in 1969, as we said. And during his live shows, I had the pleasure of being at his live show a few times. He always says, this is the only song that I have. He released like some 30-some albums, something, like 30 or 40 albums over the years. This is the only song, he says, that I ever had as a radio hit.
Really?
Out of all the albums he released, Thrill Is Gone is the only one that really made the radio, commercial radio or mainstream radio at the time. But certainly public radio stations and blues stations probably would play a lot of his work all the time. But always fun because he always told a lot of stories as he played.
Yeah,
Very
I
nice.
bet he had plenty of stories to share.
Yes, played with lots of different people over the years, and yes, quite a man. But we lost him, but his music lives on. Now, let's change gears. Well, I'm going to go over to then. Let me
go to mic 6.
Take this off.
Right.
4B auxiliary line in. By the way, when I do this, it makes me kind of sad because I think about all the wiring and all the different channels that are hooked up here that our good friend and former engineer Val Lane, every time you touch something in this place, it's Val Lane's work. And he helped, I remember making a chart. He says, put this out on paper, how you want the channels to be, and we'll see how close we can get to it. And, of course, Val did it to the T. But you're always trying to squeeze a few more things into one channel or two channels, and that's why we have 4 auxiliary line in. And also the other one is Zeta Play, Zeta Audition, Zeta On the Air, Switcher Output 1. There's all sorts of things that actually Val wired in that we're not smart enough to use all the time.
Yeah, right. Okay, so here's, since you're on this topic, my question is, when you started at KCNI, KBBN Radio, what, and maybe it was the same board I started on, I don't know, but how many channels were available to you on the very first board that you sat behind here at KCNI, KBBN Radio?
Well, you worked on it because it was the console that was in KCNI AM side.
Okay, so that was the board then that you started on.
Yeah, and you remember we had a patch panel in the back.
Yes.
So that you could run audio. Well, just think of it as running water in different streams. And you would you had only so many. I think it was probably 8-channel.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was trying to think.
Maybe an 8-channel, but you didn't have 2 channels. Here you have channels. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 channels, 13 actually. But then you can take that times 2 because you have the little buttons where you split it, and it does that for you with this newer board. But back then, everything we crammed into 8 channels, we had to make it work in the back.
Yeah.
As you remember, we would.
That's how we got the markets.
Yeah, we recorded the markets on reel-to-reel by patching in.
Yes.
Yeah. So you experienced that board.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was the same board or if you had a different one that you started on. So it was the same one.
Yeah. And we would actually, when we first started doing a morning show, I did it with Larry Cotner.
Yeah.
20 minutes long. We would patch a microphone we would put a microphone into the reel-to-reel machine and use that little amp in it, and then patch the reel-to-reel into the on-air, and that's how we had a second mic.
Yeah.
Because we only had one mic in there, and then so we jimmy-rigged through the reel-to-reel to get audio through a second mic. Downside of that was there was no way you could tell it was on. So you could actually be talking on the air and not know it if you weren't real careful.
Oh, that's a scary thought for a radio announcer.
Yeah,
that is the number one fear of any radio announcer, and that is a hot mic when you don't know it's hot.
That's called suicide.
Yes.
Actually, we're going to take a timeout, and but we're going to catch up on news. I did want to mention this morning that we were out and about. You and I were out and about in the car one day, and we're driving around talking about all the different new stop signs and so forth.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And there, you remember the one intersection, it was a 3-way stop rather than a 4-way stop by a Senate's law office there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Remember, they didn't have a stop sign
yes.
going east. And I wanted to compliment the city. They had to do some cement work, but that is now a 4-way stop.
Okay.
So I love the 4-way stops that they put up. I think it makes a lot of sense. But we were out there kind of kidding around. What the heck's a 3-way stop? Well, they had to do cement work and put in a stop sign. And that. So remember, folks, when you're around the library and Senate law office and that street there, because I don't remember street numbers, and you're going past the post office headed east, you need to stop now.
Yeah. Yep.
So
good reminder.
But that's complete now, which is really good.
Yeah.
So thanks to the crews who did that. That makes a lot of sense. And kind of, again, remind ourselves that we have 4-way stops. We have stop signs by the Presbyterian Church we didn't used to have in a few other places. Some of them, they have little red blinking lights on, but not most of them. How did we get on that? I don't know. I don't know,
but it's a great reminder, though, when you're driving around, well, certainly downtown Broken Bow, driving around, and like you said, Presbyterian Church, another one of those locations that we're not used to stopping at those places. So be prepared.
Be prepared. Prepared, if I can say that. I'm going to take a time out.
Okay.
We're going to catch up on news.
All right.
And then we're going to see if our next guest can make it in, because they are right out in front here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, working construction, yes.
Yeah. They're not. Maybe they are, but I kind of think maybe they're not. So we're going to kind of play that by ear, but we can, via telephone, get a hold of Matt with Subway here at the 9 o'clock hour. So stay tuned.
Are you or someone you know struggling with depression, anxiety, trauma, or other mental health challenges? Do you wonder where you can get help and support locally? An online list is ready and available for you that includes local, trained, caring mental health providers. Visit mhpcc.org. Mental health providers and services available in Custer County can be found quickly and easily at mhpcc.org.
Gear up for every game at Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow. Your hometown stop for everything you need to play your favorite sport. Geared for Sports has it, and if Scott doesn't have it, just ask. New Husker apparel is arriving, so stop in and grab something new for the game. Bring in your coupon from the paper and score an extra 25% off any regular priced item. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 4. Geared for Sports, your place to play starts here.
Are you sidelined with an injury? Team Physical Therapy can help at 872-5111. With fall sports and activities getting underway, let the Movement Rehabilitation Specialist get you back into shape. 872-5111. Don't let that back, neck, knee, or shoulder injury prevent you from doing what you love best. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, Team Physical Therapy will get you back in the game. 872-5111, or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Firings and departures of top leadership at the CDC are expected to take center stage when Health Secretary Kennedy testifies before a Senate committee next hour. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
The hearing was already on the books before those critical staff departures, but senators from both parties are expected to grill Secretary Kennedy about the ongoing controversy.
Health experts weighing in on a bid by Florida's Surgeon General to get rid of state vaccine mandates for kids. Dr. Gary Kramer is a pediatrician in Coral Gables.
It's like driving without insurance. You don't know when you're going to get in an accident and how bad it's going to be. And if you don't have insurance, that could be problematic.
Containment still just 15% in wildfires that have displaced hundreds in Central California. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti.
The massive lightning-fueled fire southeast of Sacramento ravaged the historic Gold Rush-era town known as Chinese Camp, named for the immigrant miners who settled here.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the lake or clean out your closet? RV wins! Putting the dishes away or taking the RV camping? RV wins! Cleaning the fridge or taking a trip to the beach? RV wins!
You might want to clean the fridge real quick because, mold.
We clean out the fridge, then take the RV out.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang, that one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
The wait is over. Week 1 of the NFL is here as the defending champion Eagles will be hosting the Cowboys with kickoff at 8:20 Eastern on Thursday. Chargers running back Najee Harris is expected to start in Friday's season opener against the Chiefs. And the 49ers and wide receiver Jawan Jennings have reached an agreement on a deal that will add $3 million in playtime incentives so he can earn up to $10.5 million this season. In baseball, the Giants defeated the Rockies 10-8. Astros edged the Yankees 8-7. Brewers defeated the Phillies 6-3, while the Angels topped the Royals 4-3. Rays beat the Mariners at home 9-4, and the Blue Jays took down the Reds 13-9, while the Pirates shut out the Dodgers 3-0. In tennis at the U.S. Open, 23 seed Naomi Osaka won her quarterfinals match and will face American and 8 seed Amanda Anisimova in the semifinals.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Mainly clear today with a high of 81. Southwesterly winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, lows level off around 47. Highs level off around 66. Tomorrow, mainly sunny. Temps well below average Saturday and Sunday with highs in the upper 60s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
54 under a cloudy sky. Winds out of the south 5 to 10. Barometric pressure 29.92, so it's falling now. Humidity at 90%. High yesterday was 70 with an overnight low of 48. And we have 200s precipitation in the rain gauge so far this month. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. Good to have you along. Here's Bridget Purdy with some sugar-fried candy for you. On the blues chart, so about 3-4 months ago. And we have been playing it on KBBN because we play Americana, rock, and blues, and some things in between, depending on whatever sounds good. So that's our rules here. Yeah. Whatever sounds good, whatever feels good, and whatever our customers want and whatever our guests want, we try to deliver. But we can't get them in the entryway if it's blocked. And so Felicia is not going to be able to come in today from Off-Broadway Assisted Living. So she will reschedule, and we'll get her in next time.
Good.
In the meantime, we're on lockdown here.
Oh, so, yeah, I guess we are in a way, aren't we?
Yes. We do have an escape route if we need it.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it an emergency route, but we can get out if we need to. Yesterday, I went to get the mail, and I had one item of mail in there, so I don't know if it's emergency to go get the mail. And if I do go get the mail, what am I going to do, Brent? If I'm heading past the post office to the east, and I go to the intersection by Senate Law Office across from the Broken Bow Library, what do I need to do?
You're going to watch for a stop sign, and you're going to be prepared to stop at what is now a four-way stop at that intersection.
Four-way stop, brand new cement, new stop sign. So you stop all four directions when you get to that intersection. And same with many others here in downtown Broken Bow. And I don't know about you folks, but I personally love it.
I do, yes. I agree. Yep.
Now, as long as we're talking traffic here.
Okay.
And I'm just putting this out here. You know, some of the newer construction that was done on our streets when they put in those beautiful stoplights and so forth, or not stoplights, street lights a number of years ago when they tore the streets all up and redid them around the park and put the brick in the middle and did all of that work. It's fantastic. Makes the town look great. But I do wonder, I'm just wondering out loud here, there's these parking spots on the end that are not as deep because of the way they've curved, the curb comes out kind of design-like.
Okay.
And I don't know about you folks, but I'm having trouble seeing traffic coming down the street from parked vehicles.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
And so when you have a shallow parking spot at the end, right at the intersection, it's really difficult to see if traffic's coming or not. So be very, very careful. And I wonder if somewhere down the road we might ask for an analysis of that and see whether we could eliminate those parking spots on the very end near the intersections. Because it's almost impossible. And yesterday, I won't say where, and I don't want to pick on anybody, but I was heading north, and there was one of those shallow parking spots on the end, and it was like a commercial flatbed truck. And I had to wait for traffic from the other way to come through before I felt safe even just heading north down the street. It's not their fault because there's a parking space there, and I've used it before.
Yeah.
But I wonder if we could eliminate some accidents if we could get just a little more visibility at those intersections and not have a parking spot right next to the intersection, or at least a shallow one. Just thinking.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. It can be very difficult when you're coming to the intersection to see around the parked cars, especially if they're all the way to the intersection or to the curb. Yes, yeah. I'm with you on that.
And
it can be difficult. Again,
not complaining or blaming, because the streets are great. They look great. But they did a great job of rebuilding those streets. But let's just face it, nobody is buying a car anymore. Everybody's buying a long pickup or an SUV that's like a bus, and so your cars are actually
they come out a ways
on your streets, and it's amazing when you get them on both sides of the street. There's a little less space in the middle there, just because of the kind of cars people are driving.
Yeah. And you can't see over the top of them either because they're so tall.
Yeah.
We have Teresa with Subway.
Oh, Teresa on the phone? Cool. Thank you. Teresa's on the phone.
Okay. Oh, Teresa from Subway.
Yeah, from Subway.
Great.
I haven't got to talk with Teresa for a long time.
It's been a while.
Teresa, you're on the air. How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing good. I'm glad you called. We tried to reach out to Matt, and we got his answering machine. So.
Yeah. He texts me and says, "I have no reception. Call the radio."
Yeah, I wondered because there was no ring, and I tried it 2 or 3 times, and then I did get Matt and one of the kids reply that they couldn't pick up. So thanks for calling. It's good to hear from you. How you been?
Yes, it's good to hear or talk to you guys too.
So catch us up. Are you in Holdridge most of the time?
Yeah, I'm in Holdridge most of the time. Actually, that's why Matt don't have reception. He's on his way up to Broken Bow to work with them guys up there today. And but I've been mostly in Holdridge. Get up to Broken Bow once or twice a week.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
But they're doing fantastic up there and just pushing out those sandwiches.
you know, oddly enough, I was just there yesterday, and I never had. I hope I've got the title of the sandwich correctly. The chicken salad wrap.
Chicken salad wrap.
I'd not had one before, and I thought, you know what, I'm just wanting to try something a little bit different. And it's just perfect because it's a cold sandwich that hits the spot, and I could keep on rolling.
Yeah, isn't it great? I love I like it especially because it's just a good cold summertime sandwich to me.
Yeah.
So and it is easy just to eat it and go and not have to worry about everything. And
yeah, and the crew was great. I think there was one that was there training, and they were helping him, and it was always a good experience. And you always get to talk to somebody while you're there, while you're in line. Somebody,
The crew up there is just fantastic, and they know so many people, and they're like, well, so and so. I'm like, no, I know the face or the sandwich, but I know.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you the true story here is the young lady who waited on me. I've known for a number of years, and she said, Dave, how you doing? I said, well, I'm fine, and something haven't seen you for a long time, and she says, yeah, it's been a while. I'm 42 today, or I'm 42. I don't know if it was her birthday that day, and I said, well, hey, I'll trade you, and she said,
oh gosh,
and she probably, I don't know if she's looking for a tip or exactly what, but she said, Dave, you don't look as old as your age, and I did want to leave a 5 spot there for her.
I bet. It's always great when somebody thinks we're a lot younger than we are.
I think she was just being nice, but I appreciated it.
Yeah.
It's always,
that was fine.
That's a nice thing about Subway, and I know that you have the app now available, so folks can just walk in and pick up their sandwich. But if you have the time, it's kind of fun just to talk to the folks while the sandwiches are being made. If it's not too busy, I know.
Yeah.
When they're making multiple sandwiches, they got to think about what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say the online ordering is definitely the way to go. It just saves you so much time from having to stand there in the line, especially, if you only get like a half-hour lunch. You got all your drive time, and you want to be able to at least enjoy a little bit of your lunch. So the app does save so much time by ordering it, and you collect reward points. Even if you do come in to order, you still punch in your phone number there, and so you can still earn rewards.
Okay.
That way as well, and you can save them up. I see people sometimes have, I want to say the most I've seen somebody have is like $78 worth.
Wow. That's pretty good.
And I'm like, do you want to use any? No, I'm saving them. I'm like, okay, all right. But, you can keep saving them, and they don't expire, so that's the great part about it. You don't have an allotted time that you have to get them used by.
Yeah, Brent Apperson's here, and his daughters taught him how to use the app, and he's not looked back since. I know, Brent, you really like it.
Well, I do, but there can be one drawback to it. And that is, when the line gets kind of long in the store, and you walk in and you cut through it, and you grab your sandwich and you just walk straight out, people tend to glare at you. That's the only thing. I've noticed that. I picked up a sandwich the other day, and the line was quite long, and I just, said, "Excuse me," and just cut right through, grabbed my sandwich, walked out, and people were kind of looking at me like, that's not fair. So,
well, maybe that will help them to
it
sign up
probably
for
will.
that app so
Yes.
they can do the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, during your conversation, you just mentioned how kind of you know people by the sandwich that they order. Do you know people more by the sandwich they order than their actual name? Like when someone comes in, you go, "Oh, there's the American Club guy."
Yep.
That's neat.
That's exact. Even here in Holdridge, they're like, "I think that's a sign I eat here too much." I said, "No, I really like to try to remember people's sandwiches, especially the ones that they don't try anything new."
Yes,
or,
that'd be me.
And funny enough, I started managing and working for Subway back when I was living in Ravenna. And I actually have a couple of people that lived in Ravenna, were going to school. I watched them grow up, and funny enough, they have come into Holdridge because they now live down here, and they still get the same sandwich. And they're like, "You still remember my sandwich?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you've been doing the same thing since maybe middle school."
Yeah, that's neat.
And even when I'm up there in Broken Bow, I see a lot of people that are traveling up to Broken Bow from Ravenna, or that used to stop in my Ravenna store, and they're like, "You're here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here too."
That's a great story.
So, I mean, it's so nice to see familiar faces, that come into each one of the Subway stores. It's great to see them, and just catch up and see how the family's doing.
You bet.
Yeah.
Teresa, Matt's been telling us, kind of giving us a little tease on some changes coming to Subway, what he called simplify things.
Yep.
How are you feeling about that?
I am so excited for it, not just for the customers, but also for the sandwich artists, especially watching the new sandwich artists when they start and stuff. It's kind of confusing for them. And I remember back when I started with Subway, how easy it was to remember sandwiches. But now when you have the numbers and you have their builds, and, there's just a little bit more to it than what Subway used to be. They're pretty much going back to that, taking away the numbers, but they're also bringing in a lot more. They realize that our customers are looking for more healthier options, which we still have healthy options, but they're bringing in even some more healthier options.
Okay.
And so I'm really excited to see this.
All right, we're anxious to see it when it unfolds, but I know that I don't know how anybody would be able to remember all the different ways, and I know they have cards that help them know what to put in. And when I got the chicken salad yesterday, they talked back and forth and said, what do we do with this? What do we do with that? Because gosh, all the sandwiches that are on the board, it'd be hard to remember all that.
It is hard to remember. That's why I say, I remember when they first rolled this out, a couple of years ago. It was kind of overwhelming, but I've been doing it a little bit now, and it's not as hard. But there's still some numbers. I'm like, when they're like, "Well, I want a number 18," I'm like, I always get the 18 and 23 mixed up. I think the 18 is the hot shot, and the 23 is the ultimate BMT. And so just taking away those numbers so that the customers can just tell us exactly what sandwich they want. And, I know they recommend the certain veggies and sauces, but I still let people, you can't change the meats, but you can change the cheese and veggies and sauces and even the bread. I still like to look at it as keeping our customers happy, especially the ones that have been eating with Subway for years, and they've always been able to make their sandwich the way they want it.
Well, that's great, Teresa. I know that in the restaurant business, in the food business, you're always looking for for help, always looking for good help. And I imagine, how do people go about applying, online or in person?
They can do both. You can do subway.com/careers, or just go to the Subway app, scroll down to the bottom, and click on careers and apply that way, and say that you're specifically looking for the Broken Bow location, and they can apply that way, or they can stop by and pick up a paper application if they would rather do that, and they can fill it out there and leave it, or they can just, bring it back and drop it off, and so I can see it and get them called in and have an interview. We're always looking for good help. High school, older, if you're looking for something just very part-time or, 1 day a week, we can definitely, we're really flexible on being able to get scheduled so that you can be able to join our Sandwich Artist crew.
All right, Teresa. Thanks for calling us. It was so good to hear from you again. And I hope that the rest of your week goes well, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yes. All right. It's good talking to you guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
9:26. All right. That's good that Matt was able to text her and she was able to call us, and it all worked out. Now, if you are disappointed that you didn't win the big lottery, we have a few breakfast show tips for you through CBS. Mathematic tips for boosting your chances.
Oh, great. Okay.
So your odds of winning the prize are very slim.
I heard it's like over 1 in 2+ million are your odds or something.
Yes, and you kind of went through some things. You have better odds of some pretty crazy things, right?
Yeah. One of the things I read was you have a better chance of having to go to the ER because of a pogo stick related injury.
I love that one.
Yes, me too.
All right. So nobody won last night. The $1.4 billion Powerball jackpot. Some mathematicians have a couple of tips to improve your chances on Saturday. For one, you're better off with a quick pick than planning out or playing your lucky numbers.
Okay.
So the quick pick probably gives you a little bit better odds. Choosing your own combo also boosts your odds of sharing the prize because someone out there probably has the same lucky numbers as you. Also, while buying more tickets does increase your chances of winning, you'd have to shell out 293 million unique combos to make it a sure thing.
Yeesh. Okay.
So 239 unique combos would have to be entered to be a 100% chance you're going to win. That kind of tells you something right there, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah. As you mentioned, also, the NFL starts tonight.
Yep, Philadelphia and Dallas.
Okay. And last but not least, I wanted to mention this of importance here. Birthdays. Beyonce is celebrating her birthday today. Yeah.
Award-winning country music artist.
Well, she's that too. She's 44 today. Nominated female artist in the Grammy history with 88 nominations. So
wow,
she set a record there, 88 nominations. And I don't know if that was for the country or the pop side. Don't know. Very successful young lady.
Yes, indeed.
We'll be right back. We got a couple more things, and then we'll close the show.
Napa know-how. No matter what you drive, you need to depend on it, and that all depends on good maintenance. Good thing WinQuest Napa Filter Sale is September 2nd through the 13th. Stop in and stock up on quality Napa filters and take care of the ride that takes care of you. Whether you drive a combine or a car, a semi or a pickup, with nearly 6,000 filter numbers, we've got you covered. Grab your list and come to WinQuest Napa Filter Sale September 2nd through the 13th. WinQuest Incorporated, proudly serving you since 1925. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
This September, Central Nebraska Medical Clinic is proud to support Farm and Safety Week. Whether you're out in the fields or on the farm, your health and safety matter. From routine checkups to urgent care, their team is here to help you stay healthy and strong. Remember, safe farming starts with taking care of yourself. Visit cnmcclinic.com to learn more or call them today. Central Nebraska Medical Clinic, keeping you safe, healthy, and ready for the season.
At Gothenburg Health, we understand that women's health is personal. That's why our clinic and specialty clinic offers comprehensive family practice, obstetric services, and an OBGYN specialist to support you in every stage of a woman's life. From routine exams and prenatal care to specialized treatments, our experienced providers and specialists are here to guide and care for you with the sensitivity you deserve. Schedule your appointment today and experience the difference. Gothenburg Health Clinic and Specialty Clinic, helping people live their best lives.
Designed with pride, sold with integrity. That's Palmer Monument in Broken Bow. Their staff is trained to assist you in the decision-making process. You'll know you're getting a result built from the very best workmanship and the highest quality of materials at Palmer Monument, Broken Bow. Cattle producers, AeroSeed is your one-stop shop for power fencing needs. AeroSeed has all the supplies, including high-tensile wire, posts, insulators, and energizers to build or replace a solar, electric, or battery-operated system. They offer products from Gallagher, the most practical, affordable, and dependable range of animal management systems on the market. Should anything ever go wrong with your Gallagher Energizer, you won't have to send it off somewhere to be repaired. Most often it can be repaired right at AeroSeed. Get your Gallagher power fence and supplies from AeroSeed on North 10th Avenue, Broken Bow.
All right, 9:31, running a little over time, but not really. There's no rules here. We're a locally owned, homegrown radio station. We can do whatever we want. Just real quick.
Yes.
Volleyball tonight.
Yes, we're going to do volleyball triangular. Great area triangular tonight. And Selma Myrna will host Ansley Litchfield and Twin Loop. They've been having this triangular for, many years, even back when it would have been Anselma Myrna, Ansley, and Sargent, I believe, is what I remember. And now with the co-oping and everything, we continue it with Anselma Myrna, Ansley Litchfield, and Twin Loop tonight. And we'll have all three matches for you on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. We plan to do the video stream, too, so you can watch and listen, as we'll combine the video stream with the radio call, and you can tune in for that on the links that you can find through sandhillsexpress.com that take you to the Sandhills Express Facebook page or Sandhills Express YouTube channel. Opening match tonight scheduled for 5 o'clock.
All right, and video coverage, as you mentioned. Mm-hmm. And with Jack's cold, I thought about it. No need to take two cars. Just hook onto the trailer out back.
Okay.
Put Jack on the trailer and just haul him up to Myrna.
Oh, okay. I was thinking not even hook up to the trailer. We're just going to strap him to the top. I got some bungee cords. We'll just strap him and go on down the highway.
If you do that, would you get a picture?
You bet, yes.
Talk to you tomorrow.